Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Brighton High School drumline, followed by the district administration, our assistant principals and principal, and your graduating class of 2023.
Will the audience and graduates please stand for our flag ceremony and national anthem presented by Hunter Hogan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly screaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The audience and graduates may now be seated. Hello, my name is Jonathan Hyde, and I am proud to represent the graduating class of 2023 as the salutatorian. Welcome parents, teachers, administrators, friends, and soon-to-be graduates of Brighton High School. I'm joined today on the stand by the following: Brighton District Board members Amber Scheel and Nancy Tingy, Canyons District Superintendents Dr. Rick Robbins, Brighton Principal Tom Sherwood, and Assistant Principals Christian Cowart, Justin Pitcher, Jody Roberts, and Mary Seamow. And of course, Cottonwood Heights Mayor Mike Wickers. Congratulations, Brighton High School Class of 2023. We've made it through the next step of life. Thank you to the teachers, coaches, administrators, counselors, and everyone else who helped us through this process. Most especially, thank you to all the parents. You guys helped us the most. During high school, we have learned a lot of different things from our teachers, parents, and friends, and all those lessons will apply to the rest of our lives. I would like to highlight 3 of what I feel are the most important lessons I have learned during my 4 years as a Bengal. Number 1, communication is key. Whether that is asking questions to teachers when we are confused, or trying to make new friends, or even explaining an opinion, clear communication helps us solve basically every single problem. Most of us, at some point or another, have had to ask for help. While that might be embarrassing or awkward, it makes our lives so much easier to know the actual details of what we need to do. Confusion is the enemy of productivity. Communication is what builds and helps us keep friendships. So remember to keep in mind that communication is key. Number 2 is to participate. As many of our teachers have had to tell us repeatedly, participate. My grades have all depended on me participating in class. All the classes I've struggled in are because of a lack of participation. Throughout the course of our lives, we will have ample opportunities to participate, whether that is with our families, or with our work, or even in the political process. I know that participation leads to the best possible results. Participation means effort, and we've all seen a lot of different times where effort can lead a very average person to the very top. Let us strive to fully participate in everything we do. Let us diversify our time and efforts and become well-rounded people. Let us take the time to enjoy every situation we are in, because it very well could be the last one. Number 3, stay productive. Our senior theme this year was from a quote by Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This really is summed up by saying, stay productive. When the going gets tough, let us keep our heads up and keep going. Our senior year went by really fast. But how much longer would it have lasted if we got mad or stuck every single time we encountered a challenge or something went wrong? But it isn't enough to just say we are going to move forward. We need to move forward with a purpose. Otherwise, we will just be staying in place. So in life, when something gets hard, let us keep moving and build ourselves up, and we will come out on top. So, Brighton High School Class of 2023, congratulations again on making it this far. Now, let us use what we have learned to move on towards our future and our goals. Let us remember to communicate, participate, and to always stay productive. Let us remember to stop and smell the roses as we go, but to continue moving forward. Let us remember to do the best we can the first time, so we only have to do it once. Let us remember to keep our heads up, because someone else is probably going through the same thing we are. Let us not compare ourselves to others, but to our own goals. As we move forward, let us celebrate the good times and learn from the bad, but remember to get it done. As a wise, small, shriveled green Jedi Master said, "Do or do not, there is no try." So don't just try to be what you want. Do it and become everything that you want to be. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2023. My name is Allie Sparks, and I have had the privilege of serving as senior class president this year. I am honored to stand before such a talented and hardworking group of students. We are here together to celebrate the past 4 years of our lives, our achievements, friendships, dedication, late night studying, laughs, tears, and everything in between. There are certain faces that I'm surprised to see here tonight since you couldn't make it to our third period on time, but I'm glad we could have this moment all together nonetheless. 4 short years ago, we walked through an old brick building that would change our lives. As young, naive freshmen, there was a lot we didn't know. Some of these things include, but are not limited to, Mr. Pulliam's daily designer outfits, Mrs. Clark's never-ending stories, Mrs. Spencer-Wise's intense curriculum, the power of Mr. Hodges' special pens, Mr. Nielsen's unique relationship with pumpkins, Otterstrom's opera renditions of Happy Birthday, Jody's dance moves, and Mr. Hadfield's simulations that need no further explanation. All jokes aside, I am truly grateful for the amazing faculty and administration that made us the people we are today. In addition, we have been privileged to experience an amazing new facility that has strengthened our learning capabilities. From the beautiful library portraying the mountains to the quiet study rooms throughout the building, we really have been blessed. However, as we know, we haven't always had these luxuries. I would like to take a second to acknowledge the old Brighton High School building. While walking 8 miles every day from class to class between 4 different buildings during construction, I'm grateful I was able to close all of my rings by 9 a.m. A vivid memory I hold close to my heart is walking into the men's restroom because the signs outside the door distinguishing the two had mysteriously disappeared. Speaking of the bathrooms, the very creative drawings and the messages on the stalls that had accumulated over the many years provided exceptional entertainment and comfort while using the restroom. The inner circle would have to be my favorite considering the fact that I'd always wanted to experience what a jail cell felt like. But the thing I missed most about the building was the socialization. One quick lap around the circle and I had seen all of Brighton High, whether I wanted to or not. No matter where we were, though, our fondest high school memories came from each other. Whether it was losing a tough game, having a hard day, or failing a test, we were there for each other when it was needed the most. We also cheered for each other, a lot. Class of 2023 has quite the accomplishments. Our choir this year has done an exceptional job, with madrigals getting superior in region and excellent in state, Dolce getting superior in both region and state, and concert choir getting superior in region. The theater department did amazing, placing 1st in region and 6th in state. Model United Nations took both state and nationals. Band has several notable accomplishments, including marching band placing 2nd in the BOA St. George region competition, Winter Guard placing 1st in the regional novice class and 2nd in scholastic class, jazz band receiving superior at both region and state, concert band receiving superior at region and excellent in state, symphonic band receiving superior at region and state, and solo and ensemble receiving superior at state. Our sports teams have truly made us proud, with football, boys tennis, boys and girls track, boys lacrosse, and drill all placing 1st in the region, baseball, boys and girls wrestling, and girls cross country placing 2nd in region, and boys soccer, girls lacrosse, girls golf, boys swimming, boys and girls basketball, girls volleyball, and boys cross country all placing 3rd in the region. Our boys tennis team placed 1st in the state, and boys swimming placed 2nd in state. Wow, what a list. At each of these concerts, shows, matches, games, or meets, there were crowds of people there to support their classmates. It doesn't matter what color we were wearing at a football game, or how many hours were spent in a study group, we showed up and cheered each other on. As we look back on these accomplishments and fond memories, may we recognize this is only the beginning. I simply cannot wait to see what the future holds for class of 2023. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney Ashmit, and I have had the best time serving as student body president for the class of 2023. Thank you, Jonathan and Allie, for your inspiring speeches, and thank you, Hunter, Brighton Drumline, and Orchestra for the beautiful prelude music. It will now be our pleasure to hear a musical number from the Brighton Choir.
Sleep, sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. If the thundercloud passes rain, so let it rain. Let it rain. Rain on me.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Tiare Koto, and I am honored and privileged to be standing up here today, addressing you all. As we gather to celebrate our achievements, I am reminded of a quote by Winston S. Churchill that I believe highlights today's occasion and the journey we've endured in the past 4 years. Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Each and every one of us here has accomplished success today. However, tomorrow, we may find ourselves facing failure. Unfortunately and fortunately, neither is permanent, and they are both parts of our journey. Though it may seem unfair, this moderation is a blessing. If success was a constant in our lives, we would stagnate and find it hard to encounter room for growth. High school was a different experience for all of us, whether it was a daily social gathering for you, an environment to prepare yourself for college, or a place to hone your athletic skills. High school strongly influenced our lives for experience and growth. It was full of easy classes and also hard teachers, well-deserved victories and losing scores, even the kindest friendships and most unexpected frenemies. High school is full of fluctuations and had a different impression on each of us. Although regardless of your experience at Brighton, we all struggled with the parking. Despite all the odds that may have prompted you to give up, each of us worked hard to see this day come to fruition. You are all here because you have officially closed your chapter at Brighton High School. We have spent 4 years working towards this day in the circle halls of the old school, on Zoom calls, and even in our newly renovated school. This is the time to take a moment and recognize your endless perseverance. You can thank your supporters for helping you get to where you are, but the person that deserves the most applause is you. The diploma you received today is a representation of your hard work over the past 13 years. The value of that paper depends on what you do with it as you go on. Use it. Take advantage of what it offers. Your high school diploma is your ticket to higher earnings and new opportunities. So wherever life takes you after graduation, I hope you get to your destination with an open mind and a desire to make a difference. From the bottom of my heart, I wish each and every one of you the very best in life. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Before starting this speech, I wanted to take a second to say a few thank yous. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. Thank you to the friends, family, teachers, and administrators who made my 4 years here at Brighton incredible. And thank you to Flex Class for always making sure I had enough sleep. A woodcarver was once asked how he carves a duck. The woodcarver simply answered, just cut away everything that doesn't look like a duck. So today, as we celebrate our graduation, I encourage all of us to reflect on what we want to achieve and have the courage to cut away everything that doesn't look like our dreams. Since we were in preschool, we've been told about this day, how it works, what you do at it, and most importantly, how you get there. But now we are here. We finally reached that goal that's been set for us since before we could even comprehend fractions, aka junior year. Every single one of you has proved here today that you have the capability, dedication, strength, and determination to complete any goal you've set your mind to. No matter how far away it is, no matter how much work it takes, no matter how unreal it feels, you all have shown that you can accomplish your dreams. As we take our next steps, we will encounter obstacles that make the day seem impossible or the future daunting. However, it is essential to remember that we have had these troubling times before and kept striving for the greatness that made us graduates here today. Whether it was something as huge as a plague, the construction of an entirely new school, or the intense, every man for themselves war that was arena scheduling. No matter how impossible it felt, we came out of it having learned. Getting caught up in the idea that graduation is the end-all be-all and the pinnacle of our achievements is easy, but in reality, it is just the inauguration of a new beginning. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I'm sure a quote you're very surprised to hear. Ironically enough, this is a quote stated by Winston Churchill to the University of Miami, class of 1946, during his commencement speech. We've all heard the sentiment before, of failure not being fatal. It's a lesson that's been drilled into our heads since the first time we got hit in the face with a soccer ball. Though, I believe the real impact of this quote comes from what Churchill says about success. I think the journey ahead of success is more difficult than the journey following failure. Because success is something we'd all like to hold on to. The journey after success is easy, and the journey after success is comfortable. But accepting or embracing change after achieving success requires a tremendous amount of courage. So while the importance of today is monumental, and everyone here should have great pride in themselves for what they have achieved, do not stop seeking out challenges and chasing your dreams down through whatever avenue they may lie. We should all be extremely excited for this next chapter in our lives and jump on the new opportunities presented to us. And whether that next step for you is escaping home by going 20 minutes away to University of Utah, working in a hair salon to finally prove to your teachers it was okay that C-Tech always made you late for third period, or just traveling around in a van for a while, you should all be very proud of making it here today and extremely excited for what comes next. So today, you are a new material ready to be carved. You could be oak, mahogany, birch, spruce, pine, or whatever your heart desires. No matter what you choose, I am eager to see how every one of you gets shaped into the person you want to be. Thank you, and congratulations to the Brighton High School class of 2023 graduates.
I am Liv Martin, and I have loved serving as senior class senator for the class of 2023. Thank you to the choir and orchestra for the beautiful music, and to Tiare and Stockton for your wonderful speeches. We will now hear from our Brighton High School 2023 valedictorian, Caitlin Simmons, followed by our esteemed principal, Tom Sherwood.
Brighton class of 2023, it's an honor to stand before you today and to get to say, we made it! I think that deserves a round of applause for all of you. Before I begin to reminisce on the past 4 years, it only feels fair to recognize all of those who helped us to get here today. Thank you to the administration for always fighting to make Brighton a better place to spend each day. Thank you to all of the teachers who believed in us, even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. Thank you to every parent, family member, and friend here today to show our graduates how much you love them and for standing by us each step of the way. And most importantly, thank you, Bengals. Each and every one of the incredible graduates deserves a huge thank you for all of the hard work you put in to get here, and for the legacy you left in your 4 years at Brighton High School. One day, we will be remembered. Since the first day of freshman year, graduation has been the finish line we were all aiming for. And this day that once felt so far away is now here. The past 4 years have sped by, spent wishing for right now, but they have also felt like a lifetime, filled with innumerable accomplishments and memories that many of us will cherish forever. As Bengals, we've competed, whether as an athlete, a musician, a mathematician, an artist, or anything else. We performed, learned, cheered for our peers, and supported them when they needed it most. We've made friendships that will last a lifetime, and memories that will stay with us just as long. Together we've won, and together we've lost. We've survived a pandemic that forced us to change our high school trajectory altogether, but yet we still prevailed and made it here today. For some, high school was straight out of a movie, and for others, it was simply what must be done to get to the next step of our journey. But the things that define us as soon-to-be Bengal graduates are the things that we all share. We are often conditioned to think that high school is about getting good grades, building a resume, and getting ready for college. And while all of these things are important, they are not what high school is really about. Often we get so caught up in these perceived priorities that we forget to live life fully and appreciate all of the moments that matter the most. When you look back on high school, you're not going to remember that one B you got on a chemistry test, or the one time you put your heart and soul into an essay and then got partial credit. And sorry, math teachers, but the quadratic formula is the first memory I'll be glad to forget. Instead, as they read off our names, we're going to remember all of those Friday nights that we cheered the Bengals to victory, the nights where we danced like we knew our lives would never be the same, and all of the late-night study sessions where we laughed more than we laughed, and most importantly, all of the teachers and friends who made a difference in each of our lives. We're going to remember the way we felt and the things we loved. High school is about making memories and beginning each of our journeys to self-discovery, learning not only who we are now, but who we want to be. If I've learned anything from high school, it is that we should all learn to say yes more often. Say yes to every opportunity that comes your way, because you never know if it will come again. Say yes to friendship, and allow yourself to get to know everyone you possibly can, because you never know who could be your new best friend. Say yes to last-minute plans and the unexpected adventures. Live your life like you have nothing to lose, because you will never regret the memories that you make along the way. Make it possible to say that I did, and most importantly, I lived. Today is not just an end, but also the greatest beginning. Graduation may mark the end of an era in which we have spent the last 12 years of our lives, but it is not the end of friendship or learning or growth. Remember this moment, for today marks the first day of the rest of our lives. A time that is limitless and filled with every opportunity we can possibly imagine. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Today is the day we get to decide whether to move forward from the successes and failures of high school, taking with us the lessons we have learned and using them to build a future we can all be proud of. Choose courage and remember that you were always a Bengal. Congratulations, class of 2023, and thank you for all of the memories. I've had the time of my life as a Bengal with you.
Good evening. I'd like to take just a second to recognize a couple of members of the Canyons District Board of Education that are also on our stage this evening, Nancy Tingy and Amber Schill. I've had the opportunity to work with them for many years, and I just want to let you know how much they care and involve themselves in helping to ensure that you guys get a quality experience in our schools. I struggle every year trying to decide exactly what to say at graduation. I usually want to keep it kind of short. I want the graduates to know that I'm proud of them, that it's really been a privilege to spend these last 4 years with them. We have a few members of our class this year who are joining us from abroad and don't get to fully participate in the ceremonies, but I'd like to recognize them anyway. They've been a good part of our class this year. I'd like to recognize Laure Jean-Pierre, Caterini Mangini, and Peen Van Eckert, foreign exchange students that joined us this year. The past 4 years together with you guys, I'm not gonna lie, they've been a little nuts. The construction, COVID, she mentioned parking. I don't know why it's so hard. I just don't know why. As long as all the regular challenges that we encounter in school and life. In spite of the challenges and in spite of the difficulties that this class has faced over the past few years, they've managed to accumulate just over $6.2 million in scholarships. I think that's quite an accomplishment. Well done. And as you can see from some of the performances we've been able to hear today and some of the lists that have been read as far as academic and athletic accomplishments, this graduating class does not lack for talent. They do not lack for brains. They really do not lack for anything. You guys have already experienced some tremendous success in your lives, and I have nothing but hope for your future. This year's theme really lends itself to a little bit of reflection. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This quote, I don't know, I usually kind of throw the quote in a little bit, but this year I think I'm going to reflect on it a little bit, use some of my own personal experiences, and hopefully by talking to you about some of those, there might be some lessons along the way. You know, as a young person in your shoes, I set some milestones for myself out in the distance, you know, high school graduation, college graduation, maybe a bachelor's degree, maybe a master's degree, marriage, children, a job, a better job. All these things were targets, you know, things that if I could reach them, then I would have accomplished success. I can tell you that the destination was not the milestone that I thought it would be. In retrospect, the meaningful parts of my life have never been the end point or the success, but the relationships made, the experiences had, and the things that were learned along the way, the journey. In none of these scenarios was the success final. In fact, in most cases, the perceived success just led to more work. It resulted in a lot more than I was already doing. It tended to just be a doorway that opened to other paths and other opportunities and more things to be learned and sought after and experienced. And along the way, I also experienced many failures. Relationship breakups that seemed just completely tragic at the time, jobs applied for and not won, grades in classes that weren't as good as I had hoped, personal hopes and dreams that I had for my own children that they didn't share. All these, you know, perceived failures along the way that I also encountered, and so far in 52 years, none of them have been fatal. In fact, the failures have been just as meaningful, if not more meaningful, than the successes. You know, there was another milestone in my life this year, and I've kind of been working, trying to avoid the acknowledging of it, but I don't want to cry today. A few months ago, my father passed. And I know that there's a lot of people that have, you know, lost people along the way, and all of us have experienced loss. My father had a very, very challenging upbringing, and in many ways, he was very inspirational to me, and I don't know that I ever told him that. In all my years of giving speeches at graduations, I think it's the first time maybe he might be listening to one. He taught me a lot of things in our shared time on this earth. Taught me how to fix almost anything. Taught me the importance of integrity and honesty. And he taught me the significance of being a gentleman. And I want to note some of these are still a work in progress. But most of all, he taught me never to quit on myself or others, that the courage to continue, regardless of what may throw at you, is essential. I can't think of a better lesson to leave with a child. And I want everybody in here that's sitting in the audience to look at the crowd here today and know that the people in these stands will be a tremendous source of support and strength to you in your lives. Nobody will ever love you like your parents. I'd like to give them a round of applause for their accomplishments in getting you here today. For the past 6 years, it has been determined that the Finnish people are the happiest country in the world. I'm not sure of all the factors that go into measuring happiness, but many people feel that the happiness of the Finns is connected in some way to something they refer to as sisu. I think some of you probably heard of that. It's defined as strength and perseverance in tasks that may for some reason seem crazy to undertake. How interesting is it that this is the source of happiness? A drive and a lust for life that is so strong that you are happy even when faced with life's challenges, regardless of whether you succeed or fail. Many times throughout my career as a high school principal, I've been faced with challenging issues. Unhappy parents, students making poor choices, having to decide consequences for students, sometimes adults in difficult scenarios. I'm not going to lie, there have been times in my life when I've had many sleepless nights and trying to work through difficult decisions, and I looked to my friends with their other jobs or careers, and I started to make comparisons. I became maybe a little jealous. Maybe they're making a little more money than I was making, and maybe they didn't seem to be facing some of the same problems. Maybe they didn't spend as much time at work as I did. And maybe I thought that I'd made a bad choice. And I want to tell you that not for 1 minute have I ever thought that I made a bad choice. Comparison, it said, is the thief of joy. James Altucher has written about a cure for comparison. It says, usually when we compare ourselves to someone, we compare ourselves to a select few aspects of their life. Maybe it's their house, their good looks, their professional success. Instead, picture that you can change places with them, but it's forever. Would you do it? Usually you wouldn't want their whole life, and usually you don't have any idea what their whole life is like. As many of you know, this is my last graduation as the principal of Brighton High School. And in my nearly 15 years being a high school principal, every year has been full of successes and failures. However, I look back on every single year as having done this job, regardless of how challenging, with nothing but fond memories and joy. The successes may have been short-lived, and the challenges always quickly emerged, and I have had many failures along the way. But as mentioned, the failures weren't fatal. I've made many decisions that some people loved, some people hated. I've been with students and adults as they've experienced the highs and the lows in their life, and I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. In this particular profession, I believe the win is in the work. The joy that I have found in spending my career in the pursuit of educating teenagers and getting to spend my days with them, I would not have rather spent in any other way. I also have had the pleasure of spending my days with educators, and I've quickly learned in my 26 years in education that there are not finer people in the world than educators. They truly do love children, and they do want what's best for them, and I'd like to acknowledge their efforts in getting you all here today as well. Thank you, teachers. So as I mentioned, I have plenty of flaws, plenty of shortcomings. In every way, I'm still a work in progress. However, I can go out by saying that I assure you, in my time as high school principal, I did do my best. I tried to treat students in a way that I would want my own children treated, which meant not always saying yes. I've tried very hard to fill Brighton High with adults that love children and that have their best interests at heart. And I've tried to be kind in my interactions and love everyone as well as I could. To the class of 2023, I say thank you. Thanks for filling the pause. Thank you for being part of my journey and for allowing me to be a small part of yours. I see so much beauty, strength, and courage in all of you. My greatest hope is that you all develop sisu, that you will not let the obstacles that you will inevitably counter in your life to discourage you or dampen your courage, that you will continue to press forward and seek success, your own success, knowing that it will be temporary, likely scattered with failures, but with priceless experiences along the way, leading to joy. I'm going to miss this, and I'm going to miss all of you. Superintendent Robbins, I present to you the senior class of 2023 from Brighton High School. They've completed all of the requirements for high school graduation as established by the Utah State Board of Education and the Canyon School District Board of Education. I recommend they be awarded their high school diplomas and receive all of the honors and privileges that this high school diploma represents. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Sherwood. First off, I think it's appropriate to tell you on behalf of everybody that's in this room and Bengal Nation just how much we appreciate your leadership and your great run as principal. And I hope everyone will join me in giving him a round of applause. Tom, thank you. And that's really reflected tonight as we listen to the great accomplishments of this class of 2023 at Brighton. You truly are a great school of scholars and champions, and it's an honor to serve as your superintendent. I appreciate the opportunity to just share a few remarks and then accept the graduates tonight. What a special evening, and I'm really honored to be here to celebrate this moment with all of you as you earn your high school diploma. You've done a lot to arrive at this moment, as it's been mentioned, and as you stand on the cusp of adulthood and moving on, you've lived to see about 6,570 sunrises, and the world has changed entirely since you walked through the doors as a freshman at Brighton High School. COVID, as mentioned, the construction, parking, say it again, all these things have changed in the world. In fact, you're the first class of graduates to completely feel the before and after effects of the COVID pandemic. For better or worse, your resilience and dedication and commitment has got all of us through this. And as it's been mentioned, it's not been easy. We've watched you show the utmost resilience as you face the unknown. Your world has changed, but your belief in the future has not. Even in the most uncertain days, members of this class of 2023 have spent them wisely. You've read countless books and articles, you've learned, you've penned essays, you've memorized algorithms, the list goes on. And in the past few weeks, this has all kind of come to a conclusion and a culmination as you've turned in those final assignments and crossed the finish line. You've cleaned out lockers. You've attended class, maybe for the last time with friends that maybe you won't see for many years in the future. So what's next? Maybe you're planning to go to college, maybe it's a career. Perhaps you're planning to serve your country in the military or serve your faith. Graduates, whatever is in store for you, I would encourage you to remember this, that time is a gift to you. You should use that gift of time to really do what you love and create moments like tonight and memories. To the administration, faculty, and staff that are here tonight, you really do such magical work each and every day. In every moment, you believe in your students. You see it in them, you smile with them, you cry with them, you celebrate with them, you teach them, you lead them. Thank you for your deep commitment to our students. To families and friends that are here today, also I applaud you. You deserve extra credit for supporting your students and encouraging them to find the strength and the best parts in themselves as they make their journey through education. So it's pretty apparent as I stand here and look out on all of you that you're ready for the next chapter in your life. You're ready to reach your potential. You're ready to find your place in the world and to find your destiny. Graduates, take pride in what you've done and accomplished, and have faith in what you're able to achieve. Please remember forever the power of knowledge that you gained while you're at Brighton High School. In return, we promise we will never forget you and all you've contributed to this school, this community, and to the district. So with that, Principal Sherwood, by the authority vested in me by the Canyon School District Board of Education, I accept the class of 2023 from Brighton High School and approve your recommendation that they be awarded high school diplomas. Board Member Tingy, representing the Canyon School District Board of Education tonight, each member of the class has completed the graduation requirements as set forth by the Utah State Board of Education and the Canyon School District Board of Education. I present to you Brighton High School Class of 2023. Go Bengals!
Good evening, Bengals. What a sight, what a wonderful sight to see. I am honored to be with you tonight as a representative of Canyon's District Board of Education. And I'm happy to be here to celebrate with you at this significant and exciting event. I congratulate each of you, graduates, Brighton High faculty and staff, the teachers and staff from your respective middle and elementary schools, parents and families. There are certain things that are check marks for success. Graduating from high school is one of them. I congratulate you. Although my primary purpose is to officially award diplomas to the Brighton High School Class of 2023, and we will get to that very quickly, I first would like to share a few thoughts about your class theme. This quote from Winston Churchill resonates with us because in it lies the truth that successes and failures are merely two types of life experiences. It is what you do with those experiences, the courage to continue, that truly matters. While life could be considered a series of wins and losses, a successful life is one in which you do not keep score. All of life's experiences, accomplishments, setbacks create a condition for growth and progress. Ultimately, that is what each of us should always be striving for, to be better and do better every day. Contrary to what some would have you believe, having a successful life is not a zero-sum game. My experience has taught me that success is most likely to come when helping those around you to be successful. Please be liberal with your words of encouragement, your words of praise, and your words of appreciation. Generously share your resources, opportunities, and time with others. Building positive relationships with others brings the greatest rewards in life. Because of your experiences and because of who you are and because of the choices you have made and will make, I have confidence in the future and all that the Brighton High Class of 2023 will do to make our community and world a better place. Congratulations. And now, Dr. Robbins, Principal Sherwood, as a duly elected board member of the Canyons School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Utah State Board of Education and the Utah State Legislature, I certify that the class of 2023 from Brighton High School has completed the requirements for graduation and be awarded their high school diplomas. I now declare the class of 2023 is graduated and entitled to all of the honor and privileges their diplomas represent. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Principal Sherwood, Dr. Robbins, and Mrs. Tingey for your remarks and for your support of the students, staff, and community of the Brighton High School. Parents and guests, to help maintain the dignity of the ceremony and allow all parents to hear their child's name being read, we ask you to be respectful and hold your applause till all the diplomas have been awarded. Thank you.
Cody Lowell.
Hunter Hogan. Libby Henry. Brock Norseth. Hannah Bangader. Caden Drummond.
Gavin Carden.
Lara Suarez.
Rhea Pacelli.
James Fulmer.
Spencer Brubaker.
Kit Welch.
Sydney Moore.
Mikkel Petty.
Cameron Tillman.
Haley Grace Brown.
Sadie Hart.
Caitlin Gibbons.
Stuart Sontag.
Peyton Nelson.
Caitlin Simmons.
Trinity Kerr. Kate Sudbury.
Jonathan Hyde.
Jax Fredrickson. Jared Robison.
Sierra Ricks.
Eric Steck.
David Eliasson.
Isabelle Peixoto.
Elizabeth Netto.
Spencer Felt.
Easton Ashworth.
Samaya Bartunik.
Stockton Benson. Kiara Kotu.
Riley Duffin.
Ali Sparks.
Abby Anderson.
Sienna Petty.
Ethan Kilpack.
Raya Layton.
Kaylee Anderson.
Phoebe Roberts.
Liam Stevens.
Olivia Martin.
Riley Seeley.
Sydney J. Ashman.
Gavin Bennett.
Michaela Andrews.
Lily Jolly.
Grant Smith.
Alec Roberts.
Charlize McEwen.
Mackenzie Jench.
Isaac Shepard.
Milo Hannigan.
Tabitha Johnson.
Haley Lundeen.
Michael Ernest.
Hayden McDaniel.
Enya Croft.
Lillian Watson.
Mason Dunkley.
Ty Adam.
McKenna Spackman.
Bridget Madsen.
Hassan Alabas.
Harrison Smith.
Abigail Swinyard.
Juliet Futternick.
Sam Rank.
Angelo Leohay.
Kate Nielsen.
Stephanie Futternick.
Kate Williams.
Isaac West.
Camille Madsen.
Chanel Mansell.
Danielle Madsen.
Derek Matwico.
Madeline Molly Corliss.
Sarah Morris.
Alice Fagergren.
Corbin Forster.
Carissa Draper.
Dua Khan.
Faye Kern.
Ash Hedrick.
Judith Pacheco.
Anna Shoshavadovich.
Alec Stoger.
Owen Ward.
Leah Williams.
Alyssa Gillen.
Matthew Wise.
Leif Jacobson. Isabella Grimm.
Kylie Strauss.
Carter Burns.
Amber Pope.
Anna Fisher.
William Kershaw.
Dylan Castaneda.
Karst Plante.
Melanie Murley.
Sammy Wonderly.
Sam Clayton.
Christian Sorensen.
Ava Cohen.
Kate Stevens.
Odie Jaber.
Brady Bryant.
McKenna Kill.
Emma Shea Bisbach.
Michael Cruz Negrete.
Drew Stevens.
Chloe Harmer.
Bailey Joe Walker.
Arden Gifford.
Damon Coford.
Addison Smith.
Sandrine Mimch.
Nick Belko.
Coleman Holly.
Mary Steuben.
Asya Kasich.
Dylan Belko.
Xavier Dryberg.
Bailey Loveland.
Valerie Springer.
Braxton Clissold.
Braden Baker.
Marissa Mellington.
Ella Atkinson.
Nate Garner.
Elliot Cannon.
Ara King.
Ruby Cook. Carson Boyd.
Cooper Moyahi.
Mariana Ferreira.
Hannah Larson.
Valen Cole.
George Manos.
Audrey Morrill.
Callie Olson.
Raiden Heberlin.
Kai Castleberry.
Sophia Bonsall.
Cameron Casteller.
Jackson Clark.
Jake Landsberger.
Kylie Hallenbeck.
Sophie Hopkin.
Gavin Gapmeyer.
Kai Grover.
London Cole.
Brinley Newitt.
Declan Tyler.
Eli Wagstaff.
Kaylee Lake.
Aspen Anderson.
Nathan Walker.
Christopher Knapp.
Olivia Bozen.
Ellie Spangler.
Gavin Allred.
Daniel Machado.
Callie DeCourt.
Bryn Vanderlinden.
Evan Russell.
Thomas Gilman.
Aaliyah David.
Sophia Rosevere.
Ethan Fishback.
Kai Campbell.
Liv Scott.
Mallory West.
Riley Harward.
Colby Miller.
Alex Stolberg.
Penn Jensen.
Elliot Herard.
Elliot Millard.
Clementine Pierre.
Ella Taylor.
Hudson Beaslin.
Tyler Brush.
Cameron Mina.
Elizabeth Kaufman.
Jordan Wilson.
Zane Wong.
Leland Kraulis.
Kylie Orr.
Carrie Thackeray.
Jack Jensen.
Aiden Weiniger.
Olivia Blanda.
Jared McGowan.
Kagan Nelson.
Ava Smith.
Sadie Barfus.
Jack Johnson.
David Hernandez.
Jillian Green.
Cameron Adams.
Crew Atkinson.
Ben Feinauer.
Josie Rolfe.
Ava Buzinas.
Alex Carlisle.
Olivier Godbout.
Jordan Yates.
Bailey Bowden.
Drake Klingenberg.
Bridger Nielsen.
Hannah Deloney.
Kaylee Cameron.
Savannah Despain.
Carter Lechtenberg.
Cameron Dom.
Somi Berzenji.
Marcus Reed.
Spencer Jin.
Julia Orozo.
Hanar Jaff.
Ian Larson.
Cannon Warner III.
Lillian Bolton.
Reagan Manwaring.
Jacob Reed.
Wallace Reed Radden.
Nora Mia Dominguez.
Elizabeth Sheffield.
Michael Cox.
Dane Marish.
Jade Summerhays.
Mercedes Cole.
Matthew Schoonover.
Sage Wallen.
Caitlin Young.
Ellie Whitmore.
Nicholas Morgan.
Senna Amavor.
Chesney Chin.
Benny Christiansen.
Connor Johns.
Caleb Young.
Taylor Durant.
McCartney Lanningham.
Riley Cox.
James Wright.
Blair Waldbillig.
Ava Kate Andrus.
Drake Frankenberry.
Lucas McCormick.
Alita Barler.
Leah Bell Sealander.
Tino Rumpus.
Porter Boyce.
Sarah England.
Olive Devine.
Giano Rumpus.
Carter Santa Maria.
Kayleen Guzman.
Abigail Rasmussen.
Cameron Schobloom.
Gabe King.
Mari Kowalski.
Emmeline Young.
Jackson Robertson.
Tanner Law.
Cassidy Kenny.
Lizzie Merrill.
Devin Kim.
Brandon Bell.
Ryan Lambert.
Eliza Griffiths.
Coulter Luke.
Samuel Morris.
Gracie Height.
Cassidy Yates.
Christian LaRosa.
Ty Christensen.
Macy Dupay.
Lila Eriskavich.
Peter Chun.
Jacob Waldron.
Dalia Alkinani.
Anna Day.
Micah McKell.
Brady Simonson.
Jaden Tucker.
Danielle Bowles.
Zachary Jordan.
Jackson Eng.
Jacqueline Smingler.
Elle Fernie.
Jessica Chase.
Mr. Clay.
Jacob Delahunty.
Emma Benugli.
Peter Shell.
Connor Neal.
Billy Hamling.
Zoe Gilchrist.
Dax Dopris.
Colton Reverman.
Maya Lampson.
Lily Ellis.
Ben Ballant.
Case Gurr.
Savannah B. Hunnan.
Shella Amavor.
Mason Jackson.
Mikkel Gastenbeid.
Abigail Young.
Brighton Cope.
Ian Skelton.
Jacob Chase.
Gabrielle Young.
Olivia Dunn.
Brady Peterson.
Caden Wilson.
Melina Sabor.
Lily Keith.
Tommy Bell.
Jonah Wagstaff.
Mia Sissick.
Alexis Lewis.
Jaron Hansen.
Ryan Kerr.
Kira Kramer.
Lexi Watson.
Easton Casteller.
Preston Miller.
Elizabeth Huskin.
Riley Lewandowski.
Isaac Hansen.
Ryan Zacharias.
Kylie Noel.
Sierra Thurgood.
Sam Schwendeman.
Mason the Man.
Clarissa Coach.
Samantha Fry.
Waka Hammond.
Bo Aston.
Mandy Sadler.
Esitu Tuileta.
Cupcake Cowley.
Andrew Grant Lisenby.
Kaylee Justice.
Caitlin Etchell.
Des Bryant.
Josh Bustos.
Alexis Hertig.
Sophie Zhao.
Grady Anderson.
AJ Romero.
Kate Potterazan.
B. Murbach.
Randy Brown. Danielle Neighbor.
Dylan Melchior.
Wilmer Godoy.
Elizabeth Ursus.
Flora Wynham.
Tanner Grooms.
Glib McNeil.
Olivia Zimmerman.
Lila Slater.
Jartuizi.
Merlin Gifford.
Laura Lainez Velasquez.
Sophie Lewis.
Austin Castor.
Jace Matheson.
Sienna Christensen.
Bryn Pia.
Carson Butcher.
Cardin Pullman.
Ava Golofshani.
Ella Solomon.
Jake Brown.
Ahmed Wader.
McKaylee Curley.
Ansley Caravella.
Jeffrey Muffler.
Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdi.
Litzy Aquino Doinez.
Abby Grow.
Zachary Nobiz.
Yaya Dabach.
Claire Holder.
Charlie Steen.
Ethan Bangader.
Israel De La Cruz.
Esther Oliveira.
Hallie Felis.
Joshua DeBoer.
Richard Tang.
Sofia Lorenzo.
Olivia Kelly.
Christian Olarte.
Aiden Roy.
Stephanie Hidalgo.
Annie Olson.
Jared Adams.
Luke May.
Jaslyn Candelario.
Fatima Olibus.
Jackson Evers.
Devin Price.
Bianca Lopez.
Natalie Carlson.
Liam Polson.
Quincy Covington.
Sarah Hart.
McKenna Harker. Alex Monison. Summer Lundberg. Ian Haney. Pawnees Sesani.
Noah Milton.
Quinn Munger.
Kaylee Frost.
Michaela Smith.
Jacob Struck.
Monsoon Stephanie Kershaw.
Olivia Christensen.
Reagan Rutherford.
Jalen Brunson.
Tyler Trapp.
Issy Pulta.
Macy Neidiger.
Camden Steenblick.
Anthony Priano.
Gabriella Corsino.
Macy Terry.
Abinadai Bigelow.
Jonah Nutzel.
Ellie Jo Henderson.
Katie Quilter.
Osiris Tala.
Ben Nelson.
Whitney Skinner.
Lindsay Larson.
Bridger Balstead.
Chance Allen.
Elizabeth Evans.
Taylor Toe.
Owen Schmel.
Caitlin Olson.
Nicole Solarius.
Wesley Christensen.
Jake Johansson.
Ezra Park.
Vanessa Carey.
Amelia Young.
Noah Martinez.
Parker Fillmore.
Tiana Taborn.
Gretchen Harris.
Alex Eberhardt.
Caleb Matani Hinckley.
Ellie Shea Lapointe.
Olivia Ripley.
Sawyer Stosich.
Tommy Prince.
Anna Patterson.
Danica Flash.
Justin Cole Brimhall.
Dean Thielen.
Sarah Hunter.
Lauren Ellis. Mana Nonu. Courtney Wright. Laiki Palais. Lily Hughes. Sione Matikyonyo Ofa. Ava Yazdian. Fili Bernard. Fiona Belzek. Dilly Olson. Sarah Chernoff. Nate Fifinkel. Allison Paulson. Tristan Perdue. Piper Lancaster. Colin Laidlaw.
At this time, we will turn our tassels. After this, we will all do one last Bengal train, then present the senior class gift. Seniors of Brighton High School, please turn your tassel from the right to the left.
Will the senior class please stand for one last Bengal train? All aboard the Bengal train.
Will you please be seated? Hi, my name is Sienna Petty, and I am your senior class secretary. I am honored to present the senior class gift of 2023. We will be purchasing banner holders to attach to light posts around the school in order to honor the students of Brighton High.